Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Hopefully, you're in a good mood and in good situations. We're seeing it that things are moving, things are evolving one way or another. And today we're going to be seeing this rising of conflicts as the moon is going to be transiting into Taurus. She's going to be opposing Lilith and Scorpio. And here is how the situations with this is going to be about my material situations with others, my material possessions with others. Did I get what I worth? What I'm getting from others when I give, and so on and so on. That energy is going to beginning to be a really kind of like a tough positions, particularly because in the end of the day, the moon it's going to be beginning what third quarter moon, right? She's going to be square the sun. Currently, the moon at 7 o'clock in the morning, she's going to be a squaring Mercury. You don't want to talk about certain shadows, certain situations. You're only going to be talking about one of the things what they have to be talking, they have to be spoken in there. And when you see kind of like of these things in those situations from within yourself, the things is going to be getting what? Questions, a lot of questions, they're going to be rising. And the intuition, first of all, is focused where? Into the survival mode within. All right, so talking about with this at 8 o'clock in the morning, the energy is going to be a very beautiful overall. The overall energy is going to be a synchronicity. All of a sudden, the things are opening up. They are working out. A lot of those energies, particularly with Mars, be in with Pluto and Uranus. It's working. Mars is sextiling Mercury, a very beautiful kite that it's made it in there. Then we have another kites with Jupiter and Lilith that it's talking about healing and reviewing the past in there. So all this kind of like energy is going to be all of a sudden beginning to really working itself out. Okay, really very beautiful energy. All right, 9 o'clock ascendant, it's going into Virgo via midheaven. It's in Gemini. It's gonna beginning to square the knots. Usually this is the time when I feel like I want to skip things, right? I want to kind of like I see things coming, but I want to skip it, or you're already missing the certain things, and it's like now it's hitting you really strong. Hi DJ, thank you for coming in. And those moments right there when you particularly look is like, man, I should have not done. I need to heal this pattern, this thought pattern that asked me to skip things in life. When I'm gonna stop, right? Okay. All right. Be mindful about 10 o'clock, particularly talking about in there. And when you're talking with this is going to be a Mars that's going to be rising in the horizon. It's going to be squaring the midheaven and opposing Saturn and Neptune. This is going to be again these challenges that we are going to see with Mars. And pay attention to the next month, pretty much month and 3 weeks. We are going to see how Mars is going to be tested with his patience in the relationship, patience around understanding the relationship, not to create all this intensity, but following the path of change and transformations. A lot of inner work is going to be done, but a lot of inner talk is going to be talked into where? Into your ego. It's like what I'm acting like a child, what I'm acting like this, and I'm still within all this old patterns within me. So all this is gonna coming out and it's gonna be testing at us over and over again. All right, 11 o'clock, the midheaven is gonna be at Cancer. That is gonna be creating a very powerful energies with the knots in there. Particularly, there's going to be a sextile towards the south, and it's going to be a trine towards the north node. Very beautiful energy with Venus and Jupiter right now. Very powerful love that it's going to be coming in. One thing that you have to really look at it, if you, from the previous hour, you have this energy of internal fights in there, don't bring in it again. This is a lesson for you not to do it, okay? Not to do it. Hi, Anna. Hi, Aurora. Not Aurora, Atura. Mohammed. Hi. Thank you guys for this. The ego is an enemy of the soul and the inner peace. Well, you're going to be learning the ego. Actually, you're going to be turning the ego to your friend. Okay, that's basically is going to become like a shield that protects you from other people's ego. When you know how bad your ego is, you see how the bad ego comes towards you, and how your ego, instead of acting as internal enemy from within, is going to be acting as a friend. Okay, but you have to make a balance first within you, and that's what Mars is going to be doing it, those energies, right? All right. 1 o'clock. This is the hour of the authority. This is the time when you're authorizing certain things to happen. But currently, the sun is at 22 degrees of Leo, and we're seeing that effects of squaring towards Lilith a little bit is like. Yeah, authorizing things, but I don't like this shadow. I don't like investigating this. I don't like these situations. And guess what? Now, this shadow, it is opposing your intuition. This is the time where the shadow, it's telling on your intuitions, be quiet. It's not like this. Oh, don't worry about it, and so on and so on. Who is more powerful, your intuition or your shadow? Right? And since the moon is in Taurus, is about like, okay, well, you can talk to me whatever you are going to do, but I don't see it. You tell me there's going to be a grass, there is no grass. You tell me it's going to be a cucumbers, there is no cucumbers. Okay, I want to know why. Who authorized this? And this is going to be kind of like the challenges that is going to be in there, is that you're going to be seeking it and asking the authority who authorized not to have, what happened, what is it, what is the accountability is. But when you look at it, in a lot of us, we're going to have this personal towards our own self, but most of it is also going to be what? From personal to collective. And if you certain things you had to be happen in the material world and it doesn't happen, now you are searching for what? Accountability, right? And this is going to be taking some lots of this energy that you are feeling like I need to look more. But you need to listen to your intuition, that little voice inside of you that says like something is not right. Something about money, something about this real estate and so on, something is not quite okay. Something I have not understand in full. If you don't understand finances, okay, don't ask for advice from a broken people, right? Go ahead and study finances on your own self. Okay, go do some calculations if you have to. However is in your case, right? But be mindful about those energies because they can cause disruptions. Okay, disruptions. All right, 3 o'clock, we are going to see that the midheaven is going to be at Virgo. That is going to be opposing Saturn. Yes, this kind of like limitations are required to be putting into a place because we have to stop acting like, in a certain way that it doesn't really benefits nothing, doesn't create the nothing. Okay, particularly with all these situations, and Saturn is like, go back in time and fix what you have in your thought pattern, because if you want things, you have to also think about those things, but you also have to perform. How can you perform if there is no balance within you in there? um, All right. The next hour, that's going to be at 5 o'clock energy. The ascendant is going to be at Sagittarius. It is about these things that you're going to tell and see in yourself. A lot about arts, meditations, philosophy. That's going to be this hour. It's like, wait a minute, I need to look. I'm missing something. I need to look to this. And the energy is going to be asking for balance, balance with the changes, balance with an understanding, and stop damaging internal self. Stop pushing in your place of situations where you're damaging yourself. Okay, because later on you have to what? You damage yourself by yourself. You have to heal yourself by yourself, right? All right. 6 o'clock is going to be a very beautiful shadow work energy. In the way this is going to bring that conflict, shadow and intuitions. The shadow is going to overcome the intuition. But right now, the moon is sextiling Venus and Jupiter. The moon is sextiling the North Node, and she is looking at through everything that it needs to be. So pay attention to what your intuition is telling you. It's like, this way we cannot have a growth. This kind of like a hidden agendas, hidden things, or hidden money, or hiding things. You're not going to help you with relationship with others. You gotta be open. You have to be give. You have to share with others and so on. So all these kind of like of things is gonna be rising up. Okay. All right. 7 o'clock. This energy is going to continue, but this time the midheaven is going to be at the end of Scorpio, opposing Uranus, and it's going to be squaring the Sun. A lot of intensity, a little bit within the authority, but we're going to have a lot of divine help, and this lot of the divine help in there, it's going to come because of the work that has been done throughout the day. Very powerful ascendant of Capricorn is about public service. Okay, a lot of the people who reach and understand that within themselves, guess what? They love to help other people. All right, 8 o'clock. The ascendant is gonna be at Aquarius. This is gonna be this very beautiful yacht that's gonna be between the inner work and the ascendant. That's gonna be pointing towards Venus and Jupiter. You're like, you know, I didn't have a good family when I was raised, but now I understand what it takes to have a good family. I'm gonna work towards to putting that energy towards that. Okay, you're gonna see this. It's kind of like the family energy. It's like I want to protect my family. I want to develop different. I'm gonna be talking differently. I'm gonna be acting and grow and mature differently. And this energy currently right now, use it. Okay, use it. All right. 9 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be with the North Node. That energy is going to be telling you in life, if you do all these things, how the new things is going to be affecting not only immediate family, but also the collective, right? This is going to be like the renaissance that we are going to be doing, right? This is going to be the trends. You start doing a positive trends, and those positive trends now, they are more expected, they are more beautiful, they're more accepted, because people are trying and dying and to remove this old stuff of with this toxic environment. And right now it's like we need some new trend, and that new trend is like, let's be a great in the family. Okay, let's go back, put the family values where they belong to. All right, 10 o'clock, this is going to be some healing time. A lot of the healing is like, okay, let me look at it, let me research it. What is it the man has to do, the woman has to do? But I have to look within myself, by myself, what I need to, right? This intense energy can trigger a lot of wounds in love and a growth in there. But in a way, those energies going to be helping you to put the things in order of creations, because the sun is in Leo. This is where the creativity happens, right? This is where you build your creativity, the learning of, I'm going to be taking a piece of paper and I'm going to make some origami. I'm going to be taking this Lego and I'm going to be build a castle. But now you are 34 years old and it's like, oh, I'm going to get this land and I'm going to build this and I'm going to build that. Okay? Now you're like going back in time. It's like, you know what? I want to be independent. All right, 11 o'clock, the moon is going to be rising in the horizon. Hey, Food Tasty. DJ edits. Yesterday was a bad day for me. We're going to see how the bad and the good, but we were having a very good discussions today, and a lot of the people talking about the light, the light, the light, the light, but nobody's talking about it. Before you become the light, you're learning the dark. You're doing the darkness. So if you had a rough time, a rough day, or whatever you had a situations that is in there, to take a look within yourself, that after you overcome that darkness, how much more light you become. And I was giving an example with, if you are in a room and you light up one candle, you're not gonna see the light, the room pretty well. How about you light up 100 candles? How the room is gonna be. So the more light you become, the more darkness and the shadow is gonna be exposing. And with this kind of like of energy, if you are going through the tough times in there, you need to know that it's through the tough times you're gonna be learning how to expand. Okay, but the expansions you have to go through where? To the unknown. You have to face the shadow, and this is going to be a Lilith. And we're going to feel at 11 o'clock that energy of the moon. It's going to be bringing it out. She's going to be opposing Lilith. It's going to be beginning the squaring the sun. And now with all this intensified energy, you're going to be like, oh boy, tomorrow I have to deal with what? I have to deal with authority. I have to deal with bosses. I have to deal with what happened, and so on and so on with that point. And that's what it was, the astro gravitational report for today. And you guys know it. I'm going to be telling you how you're going to wake up in the morning. Well, in the morning, you're going to be focused on the intuition of the material world. You're going to be focused what happens between the intuitions and the authority. Why do they don't understand each other? Because there is no order. There is no order of who talks when, what, and where. There is a stubbornness that it's involved with in this. And we are talking about stubbornness between a fixed sign, Taurus and Leo. And I want to change things. Okay, lion, don't comes in and bother us and you want to eat, right? And you don't pull the tail of the tiger when it sleeps. So this is kind of like of energy that you have to be really much aware of about those things. But overall, the energy of the moon, if you're catching it right, it's going to be very good with Mars. It's going to be very good with Pluto in there. It's going to be very good with Saturn and Neptune. Very good with particularly that energy is going to be affecting Uranus, and from there is going to be affecting Mercury. So listen your intuition, okay, and Godspeed, okay. Do things from compassion, do things from love. Put the weapons outside of the bedroom. You don't have to have anything in there. You don't have to bring those fights into the bedroom. Have a balance as Mars is going through Libra. All right, guys, much love to you. Thank you so much for watching, and come back tomorrow for another astro gravitational report.